Welcome to Source Not Found, a show about the worst versions of your favorite things. Every other week, we explore an IP, franchise, or fandom by way of its sequels, spin-offs, and side projects. Basically anything but the source material. I'm Vicky Vale, Vicky Vale, Vicky Vale, Vicky Vale.
You're a bastard. That was mine. Okay, hang on. I can do another one.
My name is Brandon June, by the way. My name is not Vicky Vale.
And my name is Bo Woodall, and I am... Oh, the density of... Yeah, Joshua Gomez's beard in Chuck.
Okay. Yeah.
Morgan's beard is very dense.
It's nice. It's nice.
We're still talking spies, gang. But this time we're not talking directly Bond adjacent spies, I don't think.
We're talking 007 though. As in 007.
Yeah. Damn it.
2007 spies. 2007 spy show pilots.
Yeah. In the TV shows, both of them from, as you just said, 2007. Chuck, starring Zachary Levi, Yvonne Strahovski, Adam Baldwin, and the aforementioned Mr. Gomez, and Burn Notice, starring Jeffrey Donovan.
I'm sorry,
I don't
Jeffrey.
know.
It is hard to remember.
I don't know her name. And Bruce Campbell. I know Bruce Campbell.
I was going to say, a lot of people are like, I saw you in that. I've seen your face. And Bruce Campbell's here.
Yeah.
Florida edition. Bruce Campbell, Florida edition.
Just dripping charisma.
Is he a Florida man?
No.
I don't know. Because was it Ash versus the Evil Dead? It came up before that like his dream was to get to Jacksonville. As a former Jacksonville resident, I remember this scene. I think that was Ash versus the Evil. It's been a long time. I think
it was Ash versus Evil Dead. Yeah.
So there's something with him with Florida. If we were researchers, I would have looked this up before the show. It just came to me now, though.
I was going to say, this was not in the trivia for Burn Notice. Maybe it's in the trivia for Bruce Campbell, and I just didn't go that deep. But
yeah, if I were a true fan, and I am, I should know this.
So here's my question. Well, question/comment. One.
Yeah.
We were going to do just Chuck because Chuck is one of my favorite TV shows of all time.
Yes.
But Chuck is not easy to find right now.
Yeah, I could find the pilot, and it was a very poor copy of said pilot.
That sucks.
On Daily Motion. Yeah, it was not the best way to watch that. But it was the only free way. And other than like renting one episode at a time, fuck that, Bezos.
Yeah.
There was no way for me to watch this.
So instead, we thought we'd do kind of like what we did with Star Wars, right? Like a versus, like a pilot off.
Yeah. I had not seen either of these shows ever. Honestly, I didn't have interest in either one.
So, okay, you ready for this?
But I will watch anything with Bruce Campbell. So on that level, kind of.
You ready for this? Burn Notice went on for 7 seasons.
Oh, I saw.
I watched 3 of them and then was distracted by another USA television show, Characters Welcome, starring someone from the pilot of Chuck.
Okay. Oh, it was USA. As I was watching it, like, I don't know what this was on. Was it on TNT or TBS or one of those, like the cable channels?
Okay, so I want to give, before we jump into one or the other, I want to give a quick rundown on both of these shows. Because I'm
do it.
Honestly pretty familiar with both of them.
Yeah.
I'm going to start with Burn Notice because I'm afraid I'll get carried away with Chuck and you'll have to stop me.
Yeah, that seems likely.
Yeah. Burn Notice is a very, very simple premise. Jeffrey Dahmer. Jesus Christ. Jeffrey Donovan.
Is that where the show goes? And I'm kind of more interested now.
Yeah, I'd be more interested in that too. Plays Michael Weston, who has been a spy for decades. He's made a name for himself in the espionage / like fixer community. and he goes on a mission and finds out that he has been burned. He has received a burn. Yep, you guessed it, notice, which means he is completely cut off from any like group or government or anything that has ever officially affiliated with him as a resource. His accounts are
resources, right?
Yeah, his accounts are frozen. His friends turn their back on him. Like, he has damn near nothing.
And it was a good scene, I'm going to say, like, to start the show. Like, he's in these negotiations or whatever. He needs a wire transfer. And in the moment where he's on the line, like, and he needs to deliver for this random bad guy, which it was like the most tropey beginning to this show. Like, hey, let's start. Here's an idea. Spy fiction film or television program. And we start in the open air market of a developing country. I've never seen that before. But yeah, I thought that was a good tense scene to start off with. Like, he just makes the call and like, oh no, you've been burned.
That is one thing that we're going to get into this when we talk about each individual show. That is one thing that I think Jeffrey Donovan does well as Michael Weston is he provides the correct level of rage and tension and resignation that he knows this stuff happens to other people. But he never expected it to happen to him. Which I kind of dig.
Yeah.
So anyway, he basically gets shunt back to Miami, which is where his mom lives. And he is basically trying to figure out a way to live. He needs resources, he needs friends, and he needs to find out who burned him. Because no one will tell him who put the burn notice out on him. And that is the premise of this show. Chuck is an entirely different animal. Like, we're saying these are two shows about spies, but the tone could not be any different to me.
This is very true. Yeah. Yeah, it's zany.
Yeah, it's madcap in a way. Chuck Bartowski is a giant. He is the definition of this child had a lot of potential. Right? He works in the Buy More, which is very easily a like replacement for Best Buy as a part of their Geek Squad, basically the Nerd Herd. And he is sent the entire catalog of the combined secrets of the NSA and the CIA within encoded images, something called the Intersect. And now the NSA and the CIA have to either A, control him, B, kill him, or C, use him? I guess? Or manipulate him in ways? And so he is assigned two separate handlers to do that. He has friends, he has family, you know.
He has NBC Primetime Charlie Day.
Yeah.
Xbox 360 edition.
Yeah. And he, the gimmick for how he is a spy is if he recognizes something visually, he will quote unquote flash. And those encoded images that he has seen will provide him with information that he would otherwise not have. Like if he sees someone in this case, a big box store, he can connect the dots that this person is an assumed terrorist, and the work that they have done in the past shows that they are a demolitions expert. One part of the data is from the CIA, one part is from the NSA. And that's the big gimmick, is that he can flash on things.
I do think it's funny that, like, his assumed importance for the continuation of this narrative, like, he's going to be the missing link because two government agencies, we can't
don't want to communicate,
a world where they just share their information with one another.
Exactly.
Have a shared database.
Yeah.
We need this one fucking guy that is like internalized the Intersect to connect. Otherwise, They're just like two different halves of this Venn diagram, and they never overlap. There's no middle.
What sucks is it is so like dystopianly correct. Like,
oh yeah,
like it's ridiculous, but it also, I could see it being a thing.
I mean, every time we kind of learn more about some specific government agency, and like in recent years too, like, because we've had buffoons in charge of them, and we've kind of seen like,
correct.
Oh, you're running off of this infrastructure from like, get out of here, the 1970s. So yeah, it was like the most credible part of the show. Like I had to suspend the least amount of disbelief. Like, oh
it
yeah,
hits
no, they
real.
Don't, they don't share.
It really does. It hits real. So I think we should start with Burn Notice.
Okay.
I really, really want to hear your thoughts on this, especially because you got to watch this one more visually and aesthetically pleasing, right? Like, you didn't have to worry about it being off of.
That's true. It wasn't filmed off of a cell phone.
Yeah.
And also, like, it just, that Burn Notice had a nice texture to it, a filmic quality.
Yeah. I mean, I think you can certainly see that choices were made. My only thing was the amount of like smash cuts and like, hey, we're going to do a cut of a quickly moving skyline, and then quickly moving traffic, and then a whole lot of people, and then traffic again, and then a skyline, and then a beach. And I'm just like, fuck me, this is as mid-aughts as you can get.
I'm not commenting on the choices in terms of content, just the aesthetic qualities of the visuals of the show.
There was texture.
Nice.
Yes.
There's texture, there's color, there's life. Sometimes that's the only place you find the life. If we're going to talk about choices for content and runtime, like, God, this was an hour. It felt long.
This one
yearned for some of the madcap energy of Chuck. Like, you need to trim this down. There's not that much story here. Like, it just felt like it was moving at a snail's pace. Like, this should be a tight 45.
Well, I don't know if you noticed. I noticed. The pilot of Burn Notice introduces like 15 separate characters, and they each have a moment where the screen freezes and their name and what they are pops up.
Uh-huh.
Like, look, man, it's the pilot. It's the pilot. Just give us the people that are going to stay for a while, at least. Like, give us.
They don't know who are we going to like. They got to throw a bunch of people at the wall and see who sticks.
They didn't even give us Michael Weston, did they?
I don't remember.
I don't think we learn his name until he's walking up to his house after meeting his aggressively Eastern European club owner landlord, who's like, "Oh, you're Michael Weston. My people, you're like a boogeyman."
I mean, I almost took it like almost like a diegetic thing. Like, he's a spy. He's given us the case file on each of these people, and it freezes, and we kind of get like spy vision. Like, hey, here's the font that you would expect for that. I kind of saw what they were doing, I guess. I mean,
if they do that in every episode, and honestly, I don't really remember.
Okay.
I cannot see myself sticking with it for 3 seasons. I would get 3.
I hope they do it, and I hope they do it for the recurring characters as well, just so you remember who Bruce Campbell is playing.
I would get 3 episodes in and throw something.
They should do it, and they should also just like say how many drinks deep Bruce is in each scene. Like, okay, we're now 4 beers and 1 like hastily made Bloody Mary in a can.
I do want to call this out about this pilot.
Yeah.
They shoved so much charisma down your fucking throat for this episode. You've got Ray.
From Bruce?
From Bruce, yes.
Yeah.
From Bruce, definitely. I mean, Bruce Campbell is just a walking charm monster. Mm-hmm. But Ray Weiss as the villain. Like, every scene he's in, he commands the screen.
That's true. And bonus points, like if I see a familiar face from Twin Peaks, like I will like it at least a little bit more.
And the David, the child, like we're surrounded by aggressive adults, and you're gonna give us a kid who's really trying to figure out where his place is, and he gets beaten up. Like, all right, you're tugging on the heartstrings a little bit. Like, I get it. Like, this episode was about 20 minutes too long. Definitely.
Yeah.
But they really, really went hard on casting and characterization to push this episode to be something. I also appreciate. I just don't necessarily get it.
Wait, I was trying to figure it out too. And like, yeah, it's overburdened, it's slow. It just like there are elements here that could be enjoyable. You mentioned charisma. You know where you feel the absence of it? Your fucking protagonist.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's like a stiffness and a coldness to him, and I don't know if he kind of owns the role more as the show goes on, but like the whole time I was watching, like I don't.
That has to be a character choice early on, right? Like it has to be.
Like he's asked to wear a lot of different hats, right? Like he's hanging out with Bruce, and maybe he opens up a little bit. He's with Fiona, and you get to see like he's in these different situations. He's mentoring the kid, and you see like an emotional core of him, and with his mother as well. But then also like he's living the spy life. It's like the spy stuff I get, because there's like an aloofness to him, like a cold stiffness, and like a matter of factness to him. And I think he carries it with him into all these other areas. And I don't know, just like maybe he makes sense for someone who lives in this world, but he's not a very fun character to follow. Like the idea of spending 7 seasons with this guy, like I am already kind of not that invested in him figuring out who burned him. Like, I don't know, you seem like maybe you're kind of an asshole. Could have been a lot of people.
You put him on the screen at the same time with Bruce Campbell or Ray Wise, and you're like, why are you our protagonist?
Yeah.
Like, Bruce Campbell is sitting there, like, top unbuttoned, stomach hanging out, enjoying a Mai Tai or a Bloody Mary or whatever, and he looks directly at your main character and he's like, you know how spies are, they're bitchy little girls. And you're like, you know what? I believe everything coming out of your fucking mouth because it feels like you experienced it. And then our guy is like, if you're ever breaking into a house, just, make it look natural. Steal a yogurt or something. And it's like, well,
the way you just delivered that sounded like you're doing like an Elon Musk impression. And now that's going to be part of how I associate. I like him less. Man, he's got like rom-com, the protagonist's ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend energy.
Yeah.
He's the finance guy that she gets with, but like he's a real he's just too buttoned up, too stiff. He's
also, just letting you know, he has played that character before. That actor.
Is that where I've seen him? Maybe that's why. I was thinking as I was watching, I feel like I've seen you in that role and only that role. What was it?
I feel like it may have been Hitch.
Hitch. It's Hitch.
He played a dude named Vance, I think.
Oh, God damn it. I'm sorry, Jeffrey. I don't want to typecast you. You are very suited for that role. I would give you another chance. I have to believe over 7 seasons you get there.
Well, so here's the thing. He's also in Invincible.
Yeah. Oh, is he?
And you know how I feel about that show.
Yeah, I know how I feel about the comics.
He's
who's he in Invincible?
Machine Head.
Okay.
He was Vance in Hitch. Confirmed.
Yeah. Okay. That's where I've seen him before.
That sucks.
All that to say, I'm not going to be sourcing this one. Bruce, I love you. Give me a smash cut. Give me a compilation of all the best Bruce scenes.
Also, okay.
Keep it under 10 minutes? Maybe.
I did my normal research here, right? I tried to find some trivia about the pilot, not about the show itself, so I could kind of, play with that. I found fuck all. Not a thing. But I did find that there was a Burn Notice movie that is called The Fall of Sam Axe, who is Bruce Campbell's character. I would watch that.
Okay. Yes.
Like,
I'm
completely down. If they put a focus on like a buddy cop sort of thing, where it's like you've got the charisma monster that is Bruce Campbell, and you've got kind of this emotionally numb, shut off soldier boy in Michael Weston.
Yeah.
I could see that being fun to watch, and maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's why I fell into it for a couple of seasons, then fell off.
Yeah, maybe.
But
I can also see, like, there is something there. There's one scene, it's when he's driving with his mother, and she keeps smoking in the car, Yeah. And, like, there's a bit of life in that scene, and he has this one line where she says, like, you missed your father's funeral by 8 years. Well, the last time we spoke, he said, I'll see you in hell, boy. So I figured we had something on the books. Like, that's a good line.
That's a very good line.
He actually, like, I felt him come to life in the delivery of it. I'm like, okay, I can see, again, it's the pilot.
Yeah.
Maybe you get there eventually. But based on the strength of just this show, like, there's just nothing, like, other than a couple inspired casting choices, there's really nothing in its conception.
Here's, for me,
interests me,
where it failed the hardest.
Yeah.
When he comes back to town, he goes after two people. He goes after a former spy named Lucy, who gives him a couple of bucks and helps him out a little bit. And then he goes after his former FBI handler by making a fake pipe bomb and mailing it to him, which I thought was very funny.
That was.
The problem is both of those actors did nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing with their role. Like,
that's true.
I wanted his former FBI handler to be a little less I'm just going to read the script in a monotone voice and look at a pipe bomb. I wanted to see something. Why is this the person that you've been trying to track down the entire time? Because
good point, yeah.
Based on this interaction, he is nothing at all. Like, he took the risk to call you. Why isn't he doing more? And it's kind of cemented in my mind, at least in this case, that Michael Weston is not the protagonist of this show. It's Fiona, it's Bruce Campbell, and it's his mom.
Yeah.
And he is merely a plot device to help their story move along.
That is really how it felt. Like, he's the nucleus that, like, other more interesting personalities orbit around. Which is not ideal. I'm going to be real. There was no world in which I would source this. I'm not watching 7 seasons of a spy, like, network drama action series. Like, it's just not going to happen.
I thought about it.
That said, this one's not for me.
I thought about it, and then I was like, I have better shit to do.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's other TV shows that I would watch a second time before I would watch this a first time.
I think I would be more likely to watch Chuck. So,
yes, let's talk Chuck. Okay.
Let's talk Chuck. I'm also going to I'll just be honest at the outset, I'm not going to source this either.
I want a disclaimer for myself.
Yeah.
I don't support Zachary Levi's current affiliations or belief structures or ideology. And
he's a Trump guy, right?
It makes me really sad the way
that sucks.
Yeah, it's not the Trump part that sucks. Like, that other people do that.
That part sucks, though.
That part does suck, but it's also like, there's some ideological differences that I can't necessarily go along with, and I'm gonna leave those at the fucking door because all that shit supposedly happened well and good after Chuck. So separating the role from the actor in this case, I fucking love this show. I love the show so much.
I can see why. From like the first 5 minutes, like I can see why this is one of your favorite shows. This is so Bo coded.
Yeah, it is. It is
from the protagonist, like his personality, you know, and like the kind of awkward. Yeah, like this is your favorite kind of character to follow. This kind of underdog thrust into zany hijinks.
I don't know if my Aunt Micah listens to this show. She probably doesn't because I don't think she listens to podcasts. But I remember to this day the night Chuck premiered. It was, I think, late August 2007. I was living in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
My aunt called me. I was working at the comic book store at the time. And she goes, Bo, I found a TV show. And you're on TV. A character that is just like you is on TV. And I was like, I don't know what that means. And then I watched it and I was like, am I really that ineffective with social cues? But
no.
This show, I think, hit me at just the right time as well, where yes, following a character like this, an underdog, someone who has, once again, tons of potential that is left untapped, which I always assumed I had because teachers told me I did, and I don't think that's the case. My potential's fine. And just the world in which the world that this TV show creates is both horrific and a little too real, and also kind of fantastical.
Yeah, some of these, I mean, every time, I feel like I usually bring it up when we talk spy fictions, like, and you have to remember that we're Americans and we're in the world of our government and our country's three-letter agencies and all the evil shit they do. And this kind of show hits a lot different in like a post-Edward Snowden world, just like the NSA rolling around.
You know what else hit a lot different? And maybe it's because of who I am now versus who I was then whenever I first watched this. Yeah. When Chuck is on the rooftop and Sarah's like, Chuck, don't freak out. I may have to point my gun at you. And then Casey shows up, played by Adam Baldwin, perfectly played by Adam Baldwin. Laser sight on Chuck's head. And Chuck's like, Sarah, I'm starting to freak out. And Chuck's like, who are you people? And with the sight on Chuck's head, with Adam Baldwin knowing that he is the Intersect, he goes, we're the good guys. And I was like, well, that's accurate, huh?
Yeah.
That's not great.
We need to kill you to protect you.
Yeah, kinda.
You know?
You're a very valuable resource. If we can't have you, no one can.
I'm just realizing I can see a through line here because, like, you just brought it up with the character of Chuck, and I was flashing back to our previous episode with Cody Banks, and it's like, oh yeah, we're seeing Bo through the eras of, like, yeah, as a younger lad, he really gravitated towards, once again, like, socially awkward but very, like, actually effective and, like, contains multitudes, Cody Banks.
Yeah.
And Chuck is, yeah, here we go again.
Yeah, no, this is...
Both actors who sort of aged into right-wing sort of... I mean, Frankie Muniz, I don't really know his politics, but he was hanging out with Sheriff Joe Arpaio at one point, so not great. But, yeah, we're going to enjoy them in the fictional worlds when they were young.
But now he's friends with Bryan Cranston again, and we know that Cranston is good people.
Hey, and maybe Zachary Levi will come around, too. I mean, it's probably increasingly pretty hard to
I don't
support.
know, man. I read his book. It may not happen.
Okay. Anyway, Chuck, though. Okay. I really liked, so talking about social anxiety, I loved how it started with the party scene, and you have these like extreme close-ups of like everyone as Chuck is trying to get in a conversation with them. Like it felt as a viewer like a perfect expression of his anxiety. Like I know, I actually really connected to Chuck. Like I understand him.
It felt suffocating. Like
it's like a fucking Polanski
when
film.
it was just constant new female faces asking questions. Like there was a part of me, and maybe this only happened after COVID because I used to be very extroverted, but like there was a big part of me that was like, I would hate this. I would hate every second of what is happening right now. I want to go back to Call of Duty where I'm getting calluses on my fingers. Thank you very much.
That scene culminates with, I think it's my favorite line from the whole episode. Your 7-layer dip tasted like 8.
It's so good.
I love that line. That's very funny.
It's such a good line, and it's also just such a good representation of what this... It's the exact opposite of Burn Notice for me. That is a perfect, quick introspection into what we can expect from this character. Like, he is going to play everything off with something that is both complimentary and kind of funny. And a little self-effacing at times.
And it's actual, like, witty, clever dialogue. You know, like fun turns of phrase. Like I mentioned the one, like, oh, I figured we had something on the books line from Burn Notice, but that was like kind of a one-off. Like even Bruce Campbell, it's like, well, he's naturally charismatic, you know, in his mannerisms, but like, what is he saying? Like, oh, he's the character is like, oh, he's having his 5th beer. Keep him coming, honey. You know, it's like, there's not really much thought or cleverness there. It's just like, yeah, he's the easygoing, heavily drinking buddy, you know? Like here we have some thought put into the actual, like the art of the dialogue itself, you know? And I appreciated that.
Yeah. So I can maybe tell you why you may feel that way about not just the dialogue, but also the characterization.
Yeah.
So the person who, the people who made Burn Notice are people who make action procedural dramas.
Yeah, you can feel that in it. Yeah.
It makes sense, right? Like you can feel that. Guess who the people who made Chuck were?
It's got some sitcom energy. Did they do sitcoms?
This also gives you a hint. I'll give you a hint of how absolutely bitching the soundtrack is to the entire show. Like even just this episode, you get some like Foreign Born, you get some really, really good music. The entire series has a killer musical direction. Does that help at all?
Sorry.
That's
I
fine.
don't even know where to go with that.
If I may be pronouncing the names wrong, I may even have them wrong because this is off the dome. I believe it's Chris Fedak and Josh Schwartz. They are two of the creators of the TV show The OC.
Oh, I was never going to get there because I barely saw any of that.
Because the reason I said the whole soundtrack thing is like The OC introduced bands like Death Cab for Cutie and the Walkmen and some shit like that very, very early on in careers. Like it was
That's true.
noted that they had incredible music direction, and Schwartz and Fedak, if I understand correctly, helped with that.
The OC was the show like everyone like 2 lunch tables over were talking about, as like my friends and I talked about the latest episode of The Simpsons. Like that's kind of what was going on there.
Yeah, I get that. I was an OC boy. They again hit me at exactly the right time. But so this is a TV show created not by people who focus on action and procedural drama and things like that. This is a TV show written and created by people who wrote like high school social dramas and high school social comedies. Like this, of course,
feel that in the DNA.
It's so much wittier and I don't know, more socially aware than Burn Notice was.
Mm-hmm.
And it honestly really surprised me, despite the fact that I'm a big fan of Chuck. Watching these two pilots side by side and seeing just how socially aware all these characters were in Chuck and how socially unaware all of the characters were in Burn Notice kind of fucked my head a little bit.
It makes you think, like, is it Marshall McLuhan or maybe, or whoever? The medium is the message, kind of thing. The network is the tone.
Yeah,
like, yeah, this fits into a lineup of like, what else do we have? Like, do we got Scrubs or The Office or just whatever's playing in 2007? Like, yeah, it's primetime NBC on a weeknight. It's the must-see TV Thursday night or whatever it is. You know,
but did you actually know it was on NBC?
I think I saw that in passing. Well, I think I looked it up.
Okay. I thought you just guessed, and I was gonna fucking round of applause.
Well, because it feels like Scrubs energy, right? That was an NBC show. Like, it just feels like, that kind of primetime network, kind of sitcom or sitcom adjacent tone and energy. Whereas, like, Burn Notice, Dad settles down into the lazy boy for a full-on hour, of this, like, kind of slow burn kind of show, right? Like, you can't do that primetime NBC, but you can do that on USA or TNT or wherever, right? Like,
I don't know. I don't necessarily disagree with you, but I do want to point out, like, Chuck's pilot may have just as many deaths as Burn Notice's pilot.
Oh, no, I don't mean content so much as tone.
Oh,
like,
got it. Yeah.
It's got like
100%.
Like you mentioned, like, just a madcap, like, kind of jokey, very frenetic, high-paced tone, and it, like, zips around a lot, and we cover a lot of ground in 40 minutes. Burn Notice, like, it takes its time. It's like a slow pace to the scenes and the unveiling of the mystery of this episode's, like who robbed the whatever his name was. I can't remember. But, like, who the actual culprit was, and the unveiling of each of these characters. And there's a slowness to the pacing, too slow, but, like, that wouldn't play.
So there's also another thing that I was curious about the entire time. I agree with you 100% on the difference in tone. They're also both trying to, and maybe pulling off, they're both trying to be sexy.
Yeah.
And
Chuck wins, by the way.
With a bullet, no question. It just blew me away that I did watch Chuck first, and then I watched Burn Notice. But watching Chuck, I was like, these are a lot of very attractive people. I can see Chuck being like the Peter Parker character, kind of aloof with the scraggly hair and the weird fashion sense with the Converse and all that jazz. Yvonne Strahovski is,
wow.
Yeah.
She's
yeah.
Wow. I'd watch a few seasons of this show.
Yeah. Stunning.
She keeps showing
Absolutely
up.
Stunning.
Seems like she keeps showing up. Yeah. Although now as you're, like, mentioning his attributes, I'm like, oh yeah, Chuck is what's the OC guy? Adam?
He's Seth Cohen. Seth Cohen. Adam Brody. Which, funnily enough,
thank you.
Here's a little trivia corner for you. Both Zachary Levi and Adam Brody were both in both of the Shazam movies together. Adam Brody played the Shazammed version of Shazam's best friend.
Oh, okay.
He could fly.
I remember that now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But then you go over to Burn Notice, and it's just like, we're in Miami, bikini, young girl, they're all drunk, and they're all in bikinis, young girls in bikinis, bikini, and it's like, Jesus Christ. All right. Can we just chill the fuck out for a second?
Another pan over the same city skyline, just as like an establishing shot. It's like, don't forget bikinis. We're at the beach. Yeah, there were a lot of
like Chuck had like shots. Pickup lines and general like genuine emotion, like emotional tension, right? Like,
yeah.
Hey, you said you fixed my phone, but I think it's still broken because I didn't get a call from you. And it's like, that's a good line. That's not bad. Fiona would never say that in Burn Notice. She'd just punch you in the fucking mouth.
Yeah, which, cool.
I guess works.
Also, she's trying to do a little less talking and a little more going upstairs, which he does not allow. Why? What's the issue? Give us some life in this pilot. Come on. Give us something.
I kept thinking, like, maybe it's because they're exes. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, but he has no emotional connection with anyone in this episode.
Yeah.
Why does he care? He hasn't shown any sort of care about anything else.
I guess it's a very indicative choice from the character of like, yeah, he's going to just like, I don't know. It's going to be a performance and a narrative of restraint and like just aloofness. And yeah, he's not going to take up the offer from his ex-girlfriend to go upstairs. He's going to say goodnight and walk up and take a cold shower. And that's Burn Notice. It's a cold USA.
It's a cold fucking shower. Characters not welcome.
It's very hot down in Miami. Hop in the cold shower, cool off. Yeah, I would watch Chuck given these two options. I am not going to watch either one, but I had fun with Chuck. I could see myself having more fun. It's just like, yeah, at this point, 20 years later, there are other options.
Yeah. So I will say, after watching, our plan initially, little peek behind the curtain for the listeners, our plan initially was to watch the first episode of Chuck, the pilot, and then the episode of Chuck that I think I would probably start with now.
Yeah.
And I really wish we would have done that. Like, man,
we could always go back. We could resource. And maybe at that point, Chuck will be available somewhere to watch.
It was just like,
currently it's in limbo.
Burn Notice, it didn't bum me out, but after watching Chuck and then watching Burn Notice, I was like, fuck, I would have just kept watching Chuck. Like,
yeah.
I don't care about these characters near as much.
You know who did?
I can't wait. I'm guessing.
Oh, I mean, you'll have to wait.
Internet.
I don't know who did. I didn't. I only got bad reviews.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought maybe somebody loved something.
They did. There were a lot of 10 out of 10 reviews for both these shows. I didn't Well, I looked through them. I was like, these aren't particularly fun this time. You know what were fun? The 1 out of 10s.
I, again, can't wait.
I have a game. Since I have reviews from both shows, I thought I would just read a review, redact the identifying information, and see if you could guess what show it's for.
Okay.
I don't know if I can do it with this one, though. I did pull this one, and I think it's just, if I change anything, my brain will break. Because I can barely read it.
Is this like the Woman in Red or the Woman in Blue?
I don't know what this is. Okay, this is from Macias Manor. October 31st, 2021. 1 out of 10. Burn Noti.
Sorry. That got me.
That's just, it got me too. And I read it already and I copied it and pasted it here for posterity. Burn Noti. In my own review, I've seen season 1. It kinda thrilling from the start. As series going by, it's kinda boring. From the start, he knew who burned him, but the who burned him was killed. Get through it. But the who burned him was killed. The next following season, in order to solve the mystery of having him burned, he must comply all the task crime in Miami. Is this punishment or what? The storyline has been the same. It must have not been took so long. God damn it, I can't. It must have not been took so long to season 7 to find out. Sorry, I gotta take it from the top. It must not have been took so long to season 7 to find out who burned him. I think those are spoilers, but I don't know.
What's funny is I can't parse them.
No. If you spoiled something for me, I'm in the clear.
I also
can still
don't
watch
think
all 7 seasons and not know who burned him.
I don't know what you could have like removed / replaced to make me not know what that show was.
That was let me try it. In my own review, I've seen season 1, it kind of thrilling from the start. A series going by is kind of boring. From the start, he knew who him, but the
I got it now.
Was killed. Yeah. Yeah, you got it. I think I pulled that before I realized like I wanted to play a game, but like then I saw it staring me in the face. Like I gotta read that though,
man.
right? Okay.
I'm crying. It's just there are so many spoilers probably in there, but none that I watched long enough to know. And even then, I don't think I could pick up on them.
Yeah, that hurt me to try and understand.
That was a rough go.
All right, let's start the game. So just tell me if you think this is a review for Burn Notice or Chuck.
Okay, let's go.
February 23rd, 2019, from Newman 151-40715, 4 out of 10. Anti-English. Started out well, but the overwhelming trend is anti-English. It must irritate that you have to speak the same language.
I'm gonna go Burn Notice.
That is a review for Burn Notice.
Nailed it.
I have to believe that happened season 7 when who burned him
was found out after he killed him in season 1, burned him. What?
Here's one from Legend is Alive, December 13th, 2015. 1 out of 10. Dumb as mush as it can be. I was bored to watch something to waste time, and when I saw 8 rating, I said, okay, let's watch it. Oh, by the way, every single sentence ends with 3 exclamation points.
Of course it does.
This review comes after first 3 episode. Horrible acting, terrible directing, stupid action, and a very dumb plot. Nothing is taking you to the characters. Nothing is making you want to see what happens next. Nothing is interesting about this show. Even the dumb plot is not dumb enough to take your interest. I was trying to waste some time on a blank, but what I just found is an annoying show. This show is not even for wasting time. Believe me, your waste time is even too much for this dumb show.
I'm going to go Chuck.
That's Chuck. What I blanked was action comedy. I thought that might be too revealing, but you nailed it anyway. I don't know if these are particularly hard.
Either that or I'm really good.
Here's from Roxy Poo Poo, November 6th, 2023. It's so wrong. Oof. The joke about woman sounds like a pervert in the wrong way. So bad. The guys look stupid and the women are oversexual. This show not going well with the ages. This idea is good, but it's look like a bab pub of bear. I feel like you might need me to, B-A-B, bab, P-U-B, pub of bear, B-E-A-R. I think maybe bad pub of beer? I don't know.
I'm going to go with Chuck, though.
This is Chuck, yeah. And actually, the next sentence would I'd have to redact a lot. The nerds guys in this show look a little like Predator.
Wait, what?
It's a I don't know. It's a typical 2000 series with a lot of bad, stupid story. It's sad because this show have a good potential, but in all episode, they have a big camera pan on female breast or a girl in bra. It's not necessary. Maybe with a better joke and intrigue, this show can be more remarkable. Really disappointed by this show. Good thing they didn't watch Burn Notice. Fuck.
Right?
With all those bikini zooms.
Jiminy Christmas.
May 4th, 2020. Really great show, but just one annoying thing. From Llewellyn, 1974. I missed this show when it first came out, but now, thanks to COVID-19, I'm catching up on a lot of the series and movies I've missed, including this one.
Thanks, COVID.
Yeah. What a time. Have always been a huge fan of Blank since her performance on Blank. She's just pure gorgeousness and worth dying for. Not sure if this had been mentioned before, but I find those micro pauses, freezes during scenes really, really annoying and pointless. At first I thought my TV or Wi-Fi was having issues, but it only happens with this show. It doesn't make the scene dramatic, just really frustrating. Because of this, it only gets a 9 out of 10.
Burn Notice.
That is Burn Notice.
Yeah. The micro pauses.
Gabrielle Anwar and Scent of a Woman.
Oh, yeah. No, I get that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't think this game is particularly difficult. I don't think I can read. I feel like the next two are just like, yeah, there's no way to redact it. Why is this TV show so stupid? It's because of the name Chuck. The intersect idea.
What the fuck's
is
wrong
so
with the name Chuck?
Because, well, they don't like it. And the intersect idea is so stupid because how could somebody have information like that in their brain if they're not a robot?
They cover that in later seasons, you asshole. Sorry.
Well, I mean, they didn't get that far, neither did I, and I probably won't. So I guess I can relate to that. Final review from Kovinka. February 22nd, 2021, 2 out of 10. What threat level Midnight would have been? Parentheses, not for me. Was looking for a new show to watch and gave this a try. Came in with mildly high expectations. Thought it would be light, funny, with some heart and comedy. I couldn't take any more after 3 episodes. Many people here clearly love this show. I read one review that said you either love it or hate it. I hated it. Maybe we can play it with this one. Blank was the only funny, enjoyable character. I think you probably know, though. I think it's already clear.
I think I already know, but go ahead.
Also, the plot premise seemed to attempt to be serious, but was laughably unrealistic, which would have been fine were they not trying to make it credible. Do you know?
This one's actually really good. I wanna lean Burn Notice because there's more than one funny character in Chuck, I think.
I'll unredact. I read one review that said you either love it or hate it. I hated it. Morgan was the only funny or enjoyable character.
Yeah. I mean, that was my like gut reaction, but I overthought it because you've got.
No, I mean, I guess looking back, at first I thought it was, I don't know, like with the light funny, I thought maybe this is too clear, but I guess that was a good one. I should just, yeah.
That was a really good one.
I was expecting a Dane Cook style employee of the month from this. What I got was Michael Scott's threat level Midnight. I had to pull this just because like the final thought is, oh, I went in expecting Dane Cook. That would have been
But
something.
I'm not happy about it. Therefore, I'm sorry. Can we invert their rating? Have you seen Employee of the Month?
I don't know. Maybe I saw a Dane Cook movie. I think it might have been that one. Was he in more than one?
Who the fuck knows, man? Yes, he was.
I saw a movie
he was
with
in
Dane
one
Cook,
called
and
Good Luck Chuck.
Oh shit, that's what I saw. Not this one.
Yeah, Employee of the
I saw
Month.
That one where like
it's bad.
If he has sex with a woman or maybe just dates them. I don't know. Like their next relationship is
the one they marry. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know why I did, but I did. This is not up to the Dane Cook standards.
It's not. But
no, that's why I'm not sourcing it. If it were, maybe I would.
I'll source Chuck once a year probably.
You can't even pre-source.
But let's. You know what else I source and what else I appreciate are our beloved patrons.
Oh yeah,
they're incredible. Love them a whole bunch.
They are. Speaking of those people, thank you so much, Frederick Viver Vorhog, 13th Horseman, Susie Daggs, Jacob Spindell, and Joey Bishop.
Friendship.
You are the intersect of our hearts, of my minds. I don't know where I was. I had no plan. I went in without a plan. We would never burn you.
That's good.
We would notice you.
That's actually good.
We would notice you. Emphasis on the notice.
I just like we would never burn you.
Okay.
You can find us on all the socials, Source Not Found Pod or Source Not Found Podcast, including Facebook. I don't do anything there anymore because it's garbage fire. But what you should check out is our YouTube page, which has a full backlog of our audio episodes, as well as videos of Brandon playing the games that we cover on the podcast on Twitch. Speaking of, Brando, what are you doing on Twitch?
Pride Month, playing a lot of games that have LGBTQ plus representation. So I've been doing some Celeste and Life is Strange. So just a mix of things that highlight those themes or have characters in the LGBTQ
Not to be overly
space.
effusive
And,
about
yeah,
my co-host, but that's rad as hell.
it's been a good time. And it's given me
That's cool.
a reason to check out some games that have been on my backlog for a while that I've been thinking about. So yeah, come on by, twitch.tv/LegionBug. Love to have you.
And oh, with that, we can't forget to mention Saint Coelacanth. God bless it. That theme song slaps so hard. He's very prolific.
Mhm.
You gotta check it out.
Yeah, been streaming work on a new EP, which I'm very excited about. What I've heard sounds
Oh,
really fucking rad.
stoked.
So
That's awesome.
keep an eye out for that.
Um,
Link down in the show
I
notes.
think I'm just gonna say, check your toilet for the emotionally numb Michael Weston.
And I'm going to say, stay kind of thrilling from start, as going by kind of boring from start. He knew who burned him, but who burned him was killed. Next podcast, having him burn, he must comply all task crime in Miami is punishment or what? Storyline has been the same.
People are gonna say that was AI. Bye.
Bye.